Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the second semifinal of the National Small College Rugby Organization National Championship. First semifinal, Roger Williams. We have a matchup between Mount St. Mary's in the blue and gold, facing off against Sacred Heart in the black and red. Welcome, and action is underway. Starting lineup for Mount St. Mary's: Julie Sanders, Maria Payne, Cassie Cipiella, Rachel Horner, Liz Gamble, Tiffany Buckley. Look out for Tasha Okoto. Number 8, Jessica Martinez. Number 9, Meg Reed, Nikki Cicciarelli, Becky Malkowski, Sarah Verboski, Ariel DeFore, Erica Mulliken, and at fullback, Courtney Hill. My name is Matt Robinette, and alongside me is Pete Hessler. While the action continues, here's the starting lineup for Sacred Heart.
All right, Sacred Heart, number 1, Nicole Mutino. Number 2, at Oker, Dominique, excuse me. Number 3, Juliana Mola. Number 4, Kelly Simpson. Number 5, Rachel Maza. Number 6, Samantha Eberg. Number 7, Sarah Rodriguez, excuse me if I butchered it. Number 8, Jenna Wagenhart. Number 9, Nikki Campbell. 10, Ashley Laslonia. 11, Kate McNicholas. 12, Lauren Kostopoulos. 13, Colleen Semenek. 14, Jillian Hennessy. And 15, Charlotte Tolmar.
Pete, talking with the coaches prior to kickoff here, neither of these teams know anything about the other, and they both said, we're going to do what we do and force them to play our game. So something's going to give.
Well, guess what? National championship caliber, that's what you're going to see. You only meet each other near the end, and that's the test of how good you are.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a real treat today, too. We have an international referee in this match. She, I think last time I saw her, she was in Scotland on TV.
Yep. Leah Berard, her curriculum vitae, CV, is quite extensive. Matter of fact, I can't even read the names of half the places she's been to.
One of the best in the United States, if not the best referee in the U.S.
Leah Berard.
So, Mount St. Mary's holds it at the feet. Good no call by the referee for offsides, and the ball's played out. Little switch play coming back in. Good hard running. Already see a little difference between the two teams, but it is early. Whoa, there's Okoto taking the nice crash pass, but turned over in contact. They got it back, lucky to get it back.
What I'm seeing so far, we're only a couple minutes in, but I see a little bit more structure than we saw in the first game.
Already have a player down with Sacred Heart. Okoto with the ball. They have numbers on the outside. Just unlucky on a forward pass. Penalty, actually. Mount St. Mary's with the penalty. Side entry on the ruck earlier. They'll kick for touch and go to a line-out.
Obviously kicking with the wind, hoping it's going to make it to touch. It doesn't. They maintain possession anyway.
Good low body position. Get it out to the backs.
Oh,
finds
nice
the gap.
Step by 10. I like. Oh, she's through.
Nikki Cicciarelli.
Woo! What a great play.
Finds the gap with a little dummy pass to the center. Defense slide. She hits the gap. That was Nikki Cicciarelli. Try Mount St. Mary's. 5 points, none.
Watching them in the warm-ups, and she was doing that even without defense, and I could tell she knew how to throw the dummy pass. She just proved it.
Well, you can take all the space away you want in the world, but you got to make that tackle at some point.
Yes, indeed. And again, I think that they overslid on the play, why the dummy worked. She turns it upfield. Defense keeps on moving.
It's an early try, 5 minutes into the match. Mount St. Mary's taking the lead 5-0 pending this conversion kick. It's a chilly day here in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Wind is probably 5 to 10 knots. About 45 degrees. It's
I
number
think you're
5.
an optimist.
Yeah, number 5, Liz Gamble lining up the kick. Our first semifinal of the day, and the kick just slides left. Our first semifinal of the day saw Roger Williams defeat Minnesota Moorhead in a tight, exciting game on pretty much the last play of the match, 22-17. Winner of this game will play Roger Williams for the national championship.
So assisting referee Leah Berard today, Sherry Magnuson from the Harrisburg, Pennsylvania area, and Matt Blusky, also from Pennsylvania.
So, Sacred Heart to kick off Mount St. Mary's. Mount St. Mary's has a non-traditional formation here as an exploded scrum. Field the ball cleanly, and now they're on the attack. They find the outside, cuts it back in. There's that errant pass that you want to try to avoid, particularly deep in your territory. Good body position in ruck, though. Clearing kick.
It's a little pop over the top. I like it.
Lots of pressure. Clean steal from Mount St. Mary's. See if they can hold on to it. Referee did not like that side entry. Quick tap penalty. Sacred Heart on the attack.
Looking to equal things up here with a fast attack. See what they can do.
I was talking with their coach, Sacred Heart's coach, and they said our skills are good, our fundamentals are sound, and that's what their goal is, to play fundamentally sound ball. They've got the outside. It was good passing. That was the best passing we've seen all day, I think. Finds the gap. 1 meter to go. Try.
Is it there?
Oh.
Is it there? What do we got?
I saw the arm go up. Sorry, folks.
I'm thinking.
Knock on.
Knock on. I wonder if that was a touch judge, assistant referee call. Usually it takes a little bit longer to make a call. Ref will look up and have a look at an AR and say, what did you see?
So it was knocked on in the goal in the try zone. So it will be scrum, Mount St. Mary's, 5 meters out. This is a tough one. They're under a lot of pressure right now. First thing you have to do is win the hook.
And I'll tell you, it's my least favorite law in rugby. The attacking team knocks on into the in goal, and what does the defense get for the reward? A very pressurized 5 meter scrum with their backs up against their own goal.
Sacred Heart already had to make a sub early, number 18 on at the wing for number 11.
Interesting. Wonder if it's injury or... Number 11 is Kate McNichols, went off. 18 coming on, Kayla Monkwitz.
Now forgive us if the numbers and players don't match up. This is what they gave us, so this is what we have to go by.
Always blame somebody else, that's what I say.
Knocked on in the try zone, so Sacred Heart gets the ball back. It's their scrum 5 meters out. Fundamentals of rugby go far beyond passing, catching, tackling, and kicking. The fundamentals of a scrum are a whole different set of skills that have to be taught and have to be learned. Let's see how they do here.
Oh, great push. Great defensive shove there.
Mount St. Mary's had a great drive on. You saw those legs moving.
Oh, nearly an intercept.
Little knock on there by Mount St. Mary's. It'll be a scrum to Sacred Heart. Sacred Heart is in the black and red. Mount St. Mary's in the blue and gold.
So, Matt, do you think it'll warm up as the day goes on?
No, I do not.
I'm trying to cheer you up here.
Tomorrow it will be.
Yeah, be out here in t-shirts tomorrow.
So Sacred Heart has the field nice and spread. They got an attack anywhere. It looks like their fly half is now moving over this way, or their fullback rather.
I like the depth of their back line too.
Yes,
There's
much
a lot
better.
more options. Good outlet pass.
Good passing. Can they find the gap? That would have been a nice place for that 15 to go, just outside the outside center.
Yep.
But solid ruck. Mount St. Mary's is just really good and low in body position.
Yes, got to stay on their feet.
Referee has advantage for a knock-on, I believe. Mount St. Mary's has the ball deep in their territory, leading 5-0 early in the contest.
Both teams trying to get their nerves settled.
Turned over.
Oh, advantage was still on, I believe. That's probably why. No result.
So not unlike in hockey where a penalty or an infraction occurs, not a penalty, but an infraction occurs in rugby, the referee will let it play with the advantage. If you lose the advantage or gain the advantage, then it's over. But until the referee deems that, and that's either territorial or tactical, then it'll come back to the original infraction. And that's where we are now with Mount St. Mary's put. Mount St. Mary's has a good platform there on the scrums. Good clearing kick.
Fullback's head and bounces.
Pressure,
Goal.
super
yes.
pressure.
And a good stick.
Oh, and a nice scoop.
Yep.
Oh, didn't like that little knock
right
on.
in position to see that. So from what I understand, there's a total of 290 teams in the NSCRO nationwide, representing 40% of all the colleges that play rugby in the U.S., which makes this a wonderful championship event.
Let's see if Mount St. Mary's can drive this one again. They've had a solid effort so far today, and they did. Stolen.
Hook. Gets the head, as they say. Love it.
And now they have the attack with space.
Nice. Dummy scissors.
Looking for the gaps. A little bit loose pass there.
Good cover date.
Nice move back in. Keeps the ball in. Good body position in ruck. Just started running before you caught the ball, but that'll come.
She's going to blame that drop on the low number on her back.
Yes.
Get
As
it?
low numbers have a tendency to do. So right now, early in this match, it's been Mount St. Mary's and the scrums pretty dominant. Sacred Heart has had good ball movement, just ain't unable to find the space. Get a turnover here. You notice how Sacred Heart is so deep in their backline attack, but they win it, and the ball's on attack. They've got numbers on the outside. They've got great skills in the back line. Finish it. One more pass.
Can't get her
Just
hands
couldn't
free.
get it off.
That's all right. Once you realize that down to the deck, recycle.
And all these little things just build confidence throughout the day. You know, we have the time. We've got the space. We can run our moves.
And we have the confidence. That's half the battle.
They've got a nice little system going here.
Advantage still on, so it must be a penalty advantage, as a guess. This is where you take your chances. You got penalty advantage. Here we go. I like it. Taking a chance. And it comes all the way back.
Sacred Heart has a really, really nice backline depth and have the opportunity to attack and create some of these gaps.
You said the key word, opportunity, gives more options to the ball carrier when their support is deep.
Even at the highest levels, not international, but highest levels in U.S. women's rugby, that second or third phase, a lot of those backlines have a tendency to flatten and creep up. Sacred Heart is doing a really good job at keeping that depth.
You know when that creep happens too? The closer you get to the goal line, you watch. Well, the forwards are pounding away, the back line starts cheating up. I never quite understood that. Didn't it? You know, why does it change when you get close to the goal line?
So penalty kick gives the ball to Sacred Heart deep inside Mount St. Mary territory. Mount St. Mary's leading 5-0 early.
Lineouts, I think, are going to be critical today. See how they handle it.
You can see that referee's flag pretty much standing tall with the wind, and it's tough to deal with. Referee's not happy with the offsides there, so penalty against Sacred Heart.
I think the backs, couldn't have been the backs. Somebody came off through the line of touch there before the lineout ended. Doesn't find her touch.
Did find it, just couldn't gather that ball over there.
A little help from the defense.
See how Mount St. Mary's deals with the wind here and in their first line out. Pull the player out. I have a couple players out in the back line. They have good depth in their back line as well. Sacred Heart, it's a knock-on advantage. They have opportunity. Oh, unlucky.
Killed their own advantage there by another knock-on.
Just coming back to the first one in the line-out.
But the jumper for Sacred Heart, is she playing 8? She must be close to 6 foot tall, which is a huge advantage in the lineouts. Number 8 is Jenna Wagenblatt.
They got their first win in the scrum on the last one, but they turn it over here.
Against the head, and look at the drive as a result.
Good, patient play.
Sacred Heart has to
Referee's
lock
okay
out.
with that.
Wow, how did they get the ball back? Crazy.
Ball came out under the 8's foot. Now they're on the attack. Finds a little gap, looking for the offload.
Oh, looks like
Good
their handle is
hands.
not bad. Not bad on the speed, getting to the
Sacred Heart on the
breakdown.
attack. Good possession team here.
I always like that play. A leg tackle, just kind of release, stand back up, keep on running.
I really like how Sacred Heart resets their back line here, even second, third phase. Look at all the red shirts.
Yep.
Penalty advantage, penalty given.
And all of that hard work puts pressure on the defense. Number 1, Nicole Mutino takes it on strong.
Knocked it on in the tackle, so it'll come back scrum to Mount St. Mary's.
That's always a deflation in the momentum. You get a good little drive going, and that little toot of the whistle, and oh, it's their ball.
As this game progresses, Pete, they've got to figure out this scrum. They can't continually turn these balls over.
Yep.
Maybe nerves, might be body position, but it's just something they're going to have to tweak and tighten up.
And I think what Sacred Heart needs to do is get lower. I can see, I won't mention a body part from here, a tight head prop that shouldn't be there. Up a little too high.
Good acceleration by number 10. Try scorer Nikki Cicciarelli. And turned over. Sacred Heart on the attack, deep inside Mount St. Mary's territory. Have been here for the past few minutes.
I think that,
No numbers on the outside. Referee saw no advantage there. Offsides against Mount St. Mary's. So that's 2 penalties inside 22. 3 or more, you could start looking for the referee to go for a yellow card. It's something that Mount St. Mary's should be aware of and avoid.
Was that the same infringement? Offside?
I think it was.
Okay.
The
You are
one over there might have been
correct.
side entry. I'm not sure.
I would pretend it wasn't.
Both of these teams are calm. There's no panic in them. They're getting to their spots and well coached.
I think they're well into their game plans early, which is good.
Let's see what 3 and 5 are sitting back here for. Oh, couldn't get it. Oh, lucky bounce right back to the thrower, the hooker.
It's not often you see it bounce on a line out.
Lost possession and tackle, but get the line out back.
So here's where the key jumper, I think, for Sacred Heart's going to come in. I think she's wearing 8, as I said before. Jenna Magenblatt.
Tall young woman.
But she's
Doesn't-
lifting.
she
She's
looks
not
like
being
she's
lifted.
lifting.
Interesting.
Good squat position. Oh,
Oh. So you say you're going to throw it in crooked, throw it to your team, not theirs.
good leg drive there. Be a scrum, Sacred Heart. Knock on there by Mount St. Mary's. This is a lot of time to be defending. So scrum down, Sacred Heart ball, about 7 meters out. Oh, they're just getting beat. They're just losing that ball.
I got Lance Manga here, ex-Eagle prop for the USA team, and I was going to ask his opinion on what he sees in the scrum so far. Lance, what do you got for us?
They're so high in the scrum, they're probably getting dizzy.
he was never a man of a lot of words, but he puts it straight. I was more diplomatic when I said that, but
Okay.
I can't remember what I said. Thank you, Lance. How many caps for the Eagles, Lance?
Pardon?
How many caps did you have for the Eagles? Running out of fingers. 8 caps. Woo. That's 9 more than I have.
Scrum, Sacred Heart again. 5 meters out. Got this one. They won that one. I think the strength of this team is going to be the back line, but not with passing like that.
No.
Looking for gaps. Poor tackling. Finds the outside. No. Running sideways. There you go. Square that up. Square your shoulders to the try zone. Good rucking. Nice pick there by the 8-man. Just watch your body control, kicking that ball around.
Yeah, I think it was a bad presentation after the tackle there, so.
Looks like it's a turnover. Mount St. Mary's ball distributed and kicked out of danger. But to the wing.
This may work. This may work.
Potential
Magic
breakaway.
bounce. Here we go. Do we have the
She's
wheels?
got the wheels.
I'm thinking she's
If
turning
she's got
on.
it, she does.
Woo!
One to beat. One to beat.
You go, girl. Oh,
Looks
they're
like
gonna get
15's
caught.
going to make it. Try. Mount St.
Referee running
Mary's
position.
Courtney Hill.
Just a jog in the park end to end. Woo!
That was just trying to be a clearance kick, and it just bounced her way and came right up to her, and her pace and athleticism took her the rest of the way.
How about the wheels, though, to come from the onside position to get around the defender to pick it up?
No doubt. You sit there, Pete, and you think, okay, she's going to pressure this person, this receiver. It's Courtney Hill.
Courtney Hill, beautiful.
She's going
run.
to pressure the receiver, but she ended up getting the ball and using her speed to get around the corner.
Tell you what, with the ball handling being much better than it was before, they should be airing it out to her every time.
I will say, though, that there was no quit in Sacred Heart. They were running and trying to chase her down. It was just a lot of pressure when you're moving forward.
There might be some tired runners after that play.
So Liz Gamble for lining up for the conversion. Just left again. That makes it 10 points to none. 23 minutes into this first half of the second semifinal. Mount St. Mary's on top of Sacred Heart, 10 points to none.
I'm not sure what the conference is down there in goal, but the ref's not going to stand for this too long. Of course, when you're losing, it's not a good idea to kill the clock by doing that either. So,
Not much you can coach in 30 seconds, though.
you can say a lot.
Yeah.
They may not retain much, but you can say a lot of things.
Just ask my wife.
Hey now. Let me guess. Make your tackles. Don't turn the ball over.
Well, they had a great opportunity. They were down there for 10 minutes. Tighten up those scrums a little bit, like the Eagle, Lance, is it?
Yes.
Like Lance
Manga.
said, get a little bit lower in that phase of the game. You might have some opportunity. Nice move.
Great sidestep.
Cool
Oh, here
tackling.
we go.
Have the gap
More
here.
action. She's
Where's
gonna
the
get
support?
caught. Now let's just recycle the ball. There it is.
Sarah
Nicely done.
Verbosky on the breakaway.
Oh.
Oh.
Yep.
Remember,
Bingo. Off her feet.
yeah, if you're on the ground in rugby,
Off
whether
the feet.
offense or defense, you're out of the game. Quick tap by Julie Sanders. Just lost it in contact.
Sacred Heart is to fight hard to stay in the field of play here. They don't want to concede a line out. A lot of bodies on the ground here. Referee Briard not happy with the entry and a not 10.
Side entry.
Do we
Referee
have an injury first? I believe it might have been an injury first.
gonna have a talk. No attempt to get back 10. Let's see if she reaches for her pocket, Pete.
I don't think so here. I'm saying first warning. Don't ever do it again. And I'm surprised, as good as the coaching is in both games I've seen so far, a hand shoot in the air for a penalty by the referee especially on a free kick, and both teams just stood there and weren't sure what to do. This
Well,
is national championship level. They got to know at this point.
I also think that they've never experienced these highly rated referees, and I'm not saying they're lost, but it comes much quicker with these folks.
And they will pick up on it too. So.
Yeah, and that's what the coaches said. I asked them both, does it concern you that you haven't had an international level referee? And they said, no, we'll adjust. We know what we're doing. We're going to play our game. Looks like another sub's coming on for Mount St. Mary's. Looks like number 3 went off and number 19 went on.
Wow.
Juliana Mola comes off the field. Number 19 joins the game.
Thanks for covering for me. 19 on is Amanda McPhail. Shot at a national championship.
Stolen set piece there.
How about that drive after the line-out take, eh?
Well coached, Maul. Stolen. Sacred Heart. Prop. Good hard running by that prop.
Nicole Mutino takes it. That was a fine steal.
Solid platform to attack. Depth in the back line. Oh, just
great
couldn't
rush
get the
defense
handle.
by the number 10.
Good. Rachel, keep the legs driving. Sacred Heart. Just those little things are what's going to add up to, I think we might have an injury to number 6, Tiffany Buckley. She's got her arm caught in there. Somebody dove in to get the ball.
Now number 4 on Sacred Heart's down also, Kelly Simpson. Let's see if she can
now,
rally
in referee,
here.
we don't really stop the play for an injury. Good body position. Just fell forward. Nice side move. Out
And
to
here's our winger again.
Becky Malkowski. Nice
gonna go
inside
again.
cut. Does she have the pace to get there?
No,
Gets
excellent
chased
cover.
down.
Excellent cover by the 12.
Good placement.
Lauren Kostopoulos.
Mount St. Mary's in control of the ball here.
Nice
No
offload.
look pass. They've got numbers on the outside if they can find it. She keeps her legs driving. I believe that's number 12, Sarah Verboski. Ball is stolen. Sacred Heart not giving up. Knock on by Sacred Heart. Advantage to Mount St. Mary's. Mount St. Mary's has numbers over here. It's distributed by Meg Reed. Looking for the offload. Finds it. Nice,
Beautiful.
nice pass in contact. Good sidestep. What'd you call that? The Tongan sidestep?
Tongan sidestep. He runs schmack into him. It's just kind of a tongue-in-cheek comment. Good kick ahead, finds space. It's going to be some pressure here. Might be safe just to get it into touch, or... Nice
Akoto.
4x7, and a great steal if she gets it.
Did not get it. Julie
Nice
Sanders
charging
driving
run
it up the field. Meg Reed on the attack. Penalty advantage to Mount St. Mary's. Anything goes right now if you're on Mount St. Mary's. You can
There
throw
we
that
go.
ball. They've
Out
got
to the
numbers
backs.
on the outside.
I'm liking this.
Can they take advantage of it?
Can't free the hands. Ooh, is advantage still on? That's my question. We'll find out in a second. I guess it's off.
I guess it is. Both of these teams.
Turnover ball. Here we go, Mount St.
Both of
Mary's.
these teams have good, less sideways running and more straight downhill
You
running.
can see it. And, you know, a lot of times running sideways is to avoid contact. Oh, there's a nice sidestep by 10.
Got some good, quick athletes out here for Mount St. Mary's. Good counter ruck. Can they capitalize? Looks like they've got it.
Not produced. Brought in by Sacred Heart. Turnover ball.
That's a good series of plays, I think, for both teams. Probing, aggressive runs from Mount St. Mary's and good slide defense, albeit under pressure, but making their tackles from Sacred Heart.
Yep. And you talked about adapting to referee situations. I know Scott Stratton, the head coach for Mount St. Mary's, had a refereeing career. still refs on occasion, so he understands what goes on. You know, he can convey that to his players. It's a little hard to do that in words. You have to be there to understand it, but he gets that done.
Sarah Crew, number 21, comes on to replace number 6, Tiffany Buckley, who left with an arm injury. She's getting looked at by the trainers now. Scrum center, Mount St. Mary's, tons of options here. I'd like to see that 15 get up and be a threat. Right now, it's not much of a threat back there.
Yeah, we saw that in the first game, too. They just hang out back there like it's nothing. You want to make fullback fun? Join the line. Oh, great sidestep there. She's half passed.
Again, there's that support a little bit quicker. A little bit quicker from Mount St. Mary's. Good running.
Number 4, Kelly Simpson, a good strong run for the hard yards.
Good depth in the back line. Let's see if they can make this happen. They get it. One more pass. She have any
She
pace?
has the wheels. Here we go to the outside. Ooh.
Good chase down.
Fans didn't like that tackle. I'm not quite sure what happened. Got a big whoa-whoa from the other side.
Hands in the ruck by Mount St. Mary's. Penalties to Sacred Heart. I'd like to take the opportunity to thank World Rugby Shop, worldrugbyshop.com for all your teamwear, replica, or player needs. worldrugbyshop.com. Best place to shop for all of your needs. That's an interesting series there.
It was. We'll watch the replay on this. And look at this attack run.
Nice
Get me
hard
a number,
running.
please.
Possess the ball, good. Just let it go, picked it right back up, got on her feet, and kept the attack up. Here's where you want some quick ball if you're Sacred Heart. Go to deck and get it moving again.
Maybe you bring it back this side.
And it's stolen. Tasha Okoyo.
Tasha's had a stormer of a game so far. She's everywhere.
Okoto. I asked the coach of each team who I should be looking out for, and he definitely said Tasha is one of them.
Yeah, she is an athlete. I could see that before the game started. She's proving it now.
So we are about 30 minutes into the first half of our second semifinal. Mount St. Mary's is leading Sacred Heart 10 points to none. 2 tries, no conversions to 0 tries, no conversions.
I want to pass on a special thanks to NSCRO for having a collegiate All-American head coach, Martha Daines, here for this. I mean, what does that do for these kids to get to the next level?
Well, anytime, I mean, they've got great coaching here, but a national level coach who coaches against other international college athletes, you're going to gain so much insight and just getting looked at. Like this girl has a shot to make that team, so
I tell you,
it's a good move.
Must have heard you say Martha Daines. Watch me run.
Getting a little bunched up there, Pete.
Yep. I call that high school soccer syndrome.
Good offloading contact. Try here would go a long way.
Confidence builder, point builder, obviously.
Don't panic.
Got the numbers out left. 3-0. One more. Crying for the ball in the wing. Yes. Oh, what a crushing tackle. Try given, though.
Try awarded.
Nicely done.
Sacred
Again.
Heart. Try time.
Yeah, you had to say that once today, didn't you?
At least once. That was scored by the winger out there. What's her name?
It was. That's a good question. Left wing. Should be 11. We'll give it to Kate McNicholas. I hope that's correct. You can always edit the tape later, right? But I'll tell you what, she got nailed by your number 7 as she scored that try.
Tasha Okoto.
Yep. So Tasha's putting the work in, that's for sure.
So we're late in the first half. Sacred Heart just gets on the board for the first time. 5-10. Anybody's game still. Looked like Mount St. Mary's had the speed, had the possession, had a lot going for them, but that series right there was big for Sacred Heart to get on the scoreboard.
Yep. I mean, how critical is that to change the momentum?
I mean, you hear it all the time. It's a little cliche, momentum this, momentum that. Ultimately, if you're not executing, you're never going to get the momentum. So I feel like, but it is a real thing. And confidence is so important in anything you do. And to gain that little confidence, okay, we got the first one in. We know we can do this. Now
There you go.
Let's keep it up.
All right. Best answer I've ever heard to that question. Very nice.
So again, another conference from the coaches after a try.
It's interesting coaching styles, too. There's some teams where the coach doesn't want to be anywhere near the club at all until maybe halftime. And we used to have a coach that stood in the in goal the entire game, never said a word. And I liked it. You know, it's up to the captain now for 80 minutes.
Well, I do have to say we've come a long way, too, because there's not a coach yelling on the sideline, do this, or talking to the ref or talking to the captain. You just hear nice, calm, quiet from the sideline. I think that's a growth in our game.
I think touchline coaching can hurt sometimes because it sends mixed messages, and they get there a little bit too late. Anyway, back to the game.
Nice run. Slowed down just a little bit. That's where I'd like to see her accelerate into that contact.
And don't go in soft, going hard.
Good looping, good support running. Good body position. I think the second person could be a little lower, but win nonetheless. Nice sidestep.
Much better handling so far in this game. It certainly makes for a more enjoyable game to watch also.
Good hard running. Making the defense stop her, not just giving it up. Looking for the gap. Committed 2 defenders. Good defense there by Mount St. Mary's. Getting out. Missed tackle. Stiff arm, number 1.
Number 1. She's not running like a prop. That's Nicole Montino.
Sets it up nicely.
Beautiful
Good
stuff.
back line. They've got some depth and they've got numbers. Can they get
Yes,
it
they
out?
do.
Nice sidestep back in. She has the gap. Does she have the speed?
Is the
Gets
party
the corner.
over. In we go. Nicely done.
She's going to center it.
Oh, I'm liking that. Is that our left winger?
Try. It is not. I believe it's the outside center.
Outside center. We'll give it to somebody. Let's say it was Colleen Semenik. Hopefully
Try.
you're wearing 13. If
Sacred
not, I
Heart.
Apologize. Beautiful stuff.
That's what that backline depth does for you.
Backline depth and straightening it up, right? Started
Yeah.
as a sideways run.
Yep.
First person that cuts it upfield, off you go.
But it really started with number 1, taking it up fearlessly and fracturing that defense. And then you saw Mount St. Mary's kind of just bunch around that second phase, and with the depth and speed that Sacred Heart has, it was wide open.
You know what's interesting? When you're wearing number 1, you had a run like that of 12, 13 meters. 2 years from now, how long was that run? 40 meters, yeah.
Remember that time at our championship semifinal?
Yeah, I remember it well.
That was a great series. You know, this Sacred Heart team could have easily been intimidated and folded under those first 2 tries, but they've worked hard. They've at least going to tie it up. Right now it's 10-10 before this conversion. This conversion's worth 2 points. If she can make it, they can take the lead.
And a very
We
makeable
are
kick.
38 minutes in and 2 minutes remaining. Looks at number 7 perhaps on the kick.
Decent thump, but spirals
Missed
off to
it.
the side. Shame. Tie game once again.
10-10. Late in the first half, second semifinal match. Winner of this faces Roger Williams.
And that's for a national championship title. I mean, it's not to be downplayed at all. A lot of pride on all 4 teams here this weekend. Again, want to thank the sponsors, South Jersey Rugby and the Philly Women, for running the show here, getting everything done behind the scenes.
Restarted by Mount St. Mary's, cleanly fielded, looking for the offload. I like this running style of rugby that
It is
Sacred
entertaining,
Heart.
isn't it?
Both of these teams really are wide open. Let's run, run, run. I think that's the new way. The rules are set up for that. Good depth in the back line.
Yep.
Nice gap.
Oh, here we go. Good cover by the wing. I like the fact that she came across and made that tackle.
That was number 12.
12. Actually, it was the scrum half. I think made the first hit. Anyway, a blue shirt made the tackle.
Nice spin move.
That's our substitute 19, Amanda McPhail.
You hear the Mount St. Mary's people saying, let it go. We'll concede that ruck. We'll just play defense on the next phase.
Yep. coach yelling, build a fence, and that's what that means.
They have depth in the back line again, but she finds the gap herself. Fly half for Sacred Heart,
Number
doing
10,
some damage.
Ashley Lasaloncha. Probably got that wrong, but close enough.
Have numbers on the outside. They've got
There
some
it is.
pace. They
Turn
found
it
the
up
gap.
again. Nicely done. Whoa.
Try.
Do you think there's any momentum in this game?
There is momentum now. Sacred Heart with the try, using their back line, their fundamental skills, and their speed to take advantage of these gaps.
And
Mount
Matt,
St.
what-
Mary has to be careful not to bunch.
Yeah. And what was the key on the last 2 tries?
Squaring it up.
You got it. Glad you understood my sign language.
I did.
I was setting you up.
Didn't quite catch the number of the try scorer, but I think it was either 12 or 13.
Yeah, you know, it's going to be tougher to see these numbers as the sun starts to set, too. So that's my excuse.
So maybe the first 5 or 10 minutes, Sacred Heart was a little wide-eyed, you know, first national championship. Both of these teams, this is their first time in a national championship event. The only returning team to this event is Roger Williams, and they won their first match in a tight one.
Right. Now, when were they here before? I know I read it, but of course
Last
I
year.
forgot. So last year.
And the year before.
Therefore, many of them remember. That's a good thump. Did it get up there? No.
Score is 15-10. Sacred Heart takes the lead late in the first half. Referee has the official time on the field, but should be just about done within the next 3 or 4 minutes.
A couple of small stoppages, but in a tight game, here's a referee secret for you. In a tight game, you do the watch the right way. In a blowout game, you never stop it. There, the secret's out. Everybody knows.
Really impressed with this Sacred Heart team and really their skills. Now, once I say that, just like in the scrums, they let a ball drop on the ground, but
Jinx.
and that's
There
the
you go,
halftime.
How did you know?
That's a great first half from both teams. Pretty exciting. 15-10 right now. Sacred Heart leading Mount St. Mary's. I think it was a pretty good half for both of them.
It did. Very exciting stuff. I'm going to say opportunities paid off for Mount St. Mary's, but for Sacred Heart, it was the teamwork, the skills.
Yeah, I agree with that. They have a game plan. They're sticking to it, and their tries have been earned. I'm not saying Mount St. Mary's haven't, but a lot of Mount St. Mary's opportunity have come off of athletes.
Yes.
Well, we're going to take a break. We'll be back in about 5 minutes. Once again, halftime score here from Cherry Hill, New Jersey at the NSCRO National Championship semifinal. Sacred Heart leads Mount St. Mary 15-10.